live. We're on YouTube direct because I had a bit of trouble with Facebook. So I'm going here live. And our subject tonight is Quantexa, a British company for money laundering and the British Crown, linked to Empro, ABN, um, NIBC Bank in Netherlands. So that's New Zealand is a Dutch country, and so is East Ireland, which I'm talking for here as the native um, paramount chief of New Zealand country as a contract to the British Crown and King William III of Orange. And that's 1689 Bill of Rights Act then, and the 1694 Bank of England Act, and 1694 um, two bar pound note patented money, cash, and also the chip coin. We're going to put that together with the bank in the Netherlands and the laws of the British Crown, and me as being a partner to these companies I want to get in touch with. Quantexa is in London, and so I'm just on the phone to them in a minute and record what we're doing. As a trust, I'm running a trust registered in London, Company's House, the Moai Crown King William III Trust, and that's registered in Belfast, Northern Ireland. And it's up against any other corporate trust. Um, and in this case, the federal government of the United States and Donald Trump on the stand and on Facebook as a court, and him being a defendant in our court hearing that we've already had, and also Eddie Mitchell, the two top property developers or property speculators, both doing the same thing in the federal government of United States of America on the Sea of Admiralty, and I'm acting on the dry land. You'll see the flag that I'm flying as our flag, the only flag in the world from King William III of Orange and King William IV. On the flag itself as a federal government flag of New Zealand, and it's against all other federal states in the sea. All your flags are in the sea. We're the only ones on dry land with a Confederation of the United Tribes flag of Britain, UK, Hanover, and also that's prominent around the world is four corners of the planet, north, east, south, west, with 8-point star in each corner of the planet Earth, and that's the lease land, 10-acre block in Helensville, and the Mischief Maoris up there with Ngāti Whātua o Kaipara versus the Moai Crown King William III Trust. You're up against us. I'm going to take you into the Supreme Court in London through this company here that are doing anti-money laundering of Eddie Mitchell and Donald Trump, and all you iwi trusts here that are playing around with my Moai contract with the Freemasons in Helensville, the 10-acre block with Mohi Manukau and his brother Te Tana Manukau. I'm the one that put it all together with the lease land title of the flag of King William IV, 1835 flag in Helensville. That flag is a Freemasons flag. Don't go near it because at the moment you've got Ngāti Whātua Ōrākei in Auckland and Ngāti Whātua Ki Kaipara. That's what it used to be. They threw it in the rubbish and put Ngāti Whātua O Kaipara, a new company with signatures on it, but no date. There's no date on the signatures, so it's null and void. It's a null contract, but you're still going to get the bill of 970 million trillion pound note mortgage on your head. And that's the end of you. You're going to go to London. You're going to pay your own way to go there to lose the case because you stole the contract and put your name on it. That's none of your business. You haven't got the survey order number that you put all those numbers there of the land blocks. Those are not Maori titles. Those are British survey order titles or survey office titles that I put together and you lot of thugs pinched it. Okay, you people are the same as Eddie Mitchell and Alfred Mitchell in the Maori Land Court titles. All those Maori land titles are now subject to the British Crown liquidation, mortgage on your head. And if you mischief with it, you're going to court. And I'm taking you because I'm still around. The only one that can do British titles. And you people have no court of record to link yourself to the Admiralty of King William III of Orange. Right? You got nothing to go on, no record. You can't use my documents like you're doing because it's going to drop on your head and too late. You've got your names there. You've stolen it, the kawharus. You're not even real kawharus. You are fake kawharu Pākehās. All right? All your Maoris are fake. I'm telling you right now that you're on notice on this video. Now I'm going to ring up and talk to Q, what is it? Quantexa. Now I'll just make sure the video's running and I want to talk to them. It's now 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. New Zealand time and 9 a.m. in Britain, London. So now here we go. I'll go and have a look for the number. That's it there. I've got the right number. I can make sure I got the right number. 20. No, that's the wrong number. Okay. Oh, shit. That's wrong. Okay, right. Let's go to there and start again. Plus 44. Make sure it's the right one here. 2038882999. Now I'm going to make sure. Yes, it's on. Volume's right up. Numbers right. 4238082999. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, here we go.
Good morning, Contact. How can I help?
Yes, look, it's John Wanoa in Auckland, New Zealand here.
Hi.
Hi, look, I sent some documents to you, and I'm waiting for someone, one of your agents, to give me a call to see if you can help me with my case. And
Are you okay?
so I've joined you, and we'll see how we go. Someone will call me. I think that's how it works. You don't have a robot AI, do you? Or is it just...
No, so you've come through to the reception line on the switchboard system. So
Yep.
Do you know who you sent the documentation to, and I can see if they're available on the line to transfer you?
Hang on, I'll just go to where I've joined you, and there I am there. Contexa. I've joined you on your email, and where would I find myself? Oh, it's like somebody's ringing me. Hang on, those people shouldn't be ringing me. It's nuisance. Now, hang on. I'll just just where I've got the email. Hang on. I'll just. Oh, that's nuisance. They shouldn't be ringing me. Hang on. I'll just go back a bit. And John at quantexa.com. So I've filled out the
So
application.
who's it? Send this to a specific person, like an automated general
It was just
address to
to
send it to.
the company to join up with an email, and it's gone
Okay.
through. And on my name, John One Hour, in your
Okay,
email.
but you've not sent it to a specific person, have you?
No, no.
You just said contact me.
It said someone would contact me. That's why I'm waiting for someone to contact me.
Right. Okay. So in terms of like your query, then is it sales related or
No,
what's
I've got a big case that's a lease land of New Zealand, and this is because the British are our partners in a contract that I do the law there and here and
yeah?
through the Pacific. So I'm the president of the United Tribes with a king's flag here, only flag on dry land. So I did all the history,
Okay.
all the history, and what things I'm looking for is the banking, the financial crime, anti money laundering, fraud and security, and data management. I've got a business registered in London ready to go, and I want to talk to someone to hook it all up there. With I've had a good look through everything there, and I'm familiar
Yeah.
with how it works, and I just need to go over my documents I've already gone through, and somebody will have a look at
Yes.
them, and
Okay.
then that's where we go from.
Okay, so what I will do, if I can take your name and details down, I'm going to give you an email address to reach out to on, because I'm not able to transfer your call to a specific department. I would need to know the name who you need to speak to, but what I can do, I can give you, so we've got the legal department's email address, who might be able to help you with this.
Yeah,
Their email address is just simply legal@quantexa.com.
legal at Quantexa,
Dot com.
Quantexa.com. And there's somebody there that's, who was it? Nick Storinsky. No, that's Revolut Bank. No, wrong one. I was waiting for someone to get in touch with me. So if I sent it there, it would get to the legal side.
Yeah, it will reach the relevant department who will have a bit more information and be able to get in contact with you. But I'm more than happy. I can take your name and contact information now, and
Yep.
I can forward this across to the relevant team just to kind
Yes.
of speed things up for you.
Yeah.
That's no problem. So you said
Yep.
your name was John.
John
What's your surname?
Wanoa,
Yeah,
Wanoa. That's John Wanoa in Auckland,
yeah,
New Zealand. And my
yeah.
number is
And the number you're called.
plus 64 two
Yeah,
one o seven
yeah.
eight 2523. That's the number on the phone here.
2523. Okay, and what's your email address?
It's Moa. I've got your email, John Wanoa,
Yeah,
JOHNWANOA at
yeah.
quantexa.com. It worked. I filled it out. It went through. So if you look at the email there, the documents, 3 documents have gone through to kick things
Yeah.
off. And I've got lots of documents, but that narrows it down so that it doesn't get confusing. And it's the
Mhm.
biggest case in the world of money laundering. Okay. So this will
Okay.
apply to all other corporations in the world that I'm doing. Put all the native land titles together because that's what I'm in the real estate
Yeah.
and the bank broking. So I'm going along with the AMPRO NIBC ABN Bank in Netherlands because New Zealand is a Dutch-found country, and I'm doing all the Dutch history of New Zealand and Easter Island to Britain, our partner. So it means I was looking for partners like yourselves to look after the legals of the whole business, and
Yeah,
I can just file everything over because it's all British. That I'm talking
yeah,
Crown British, and every history I've done is all British Crown, and not the New Zealand
yeah,
Crown is a different company to New York. So I'm keeping them separate, and but we still have a contract with the Kings there, and us here with our flag of a king, the only flag of a king in the world that's given to us here in
yeah,
New Zealand. It was more or less hidden here, but no one knew anything about it. It's Freemason, that's why. And I've been with the Freemason, not a Freemason, but I put it all together with our um, ancestors are gone now and left me to finish everything off. I'm 76, but I've still got everything together that can be beneficial for Britain to have a look at because it does fit all other countries that will follow the same pattern of land mortgage transfer. Okay, so I'm very
right.
good. I'm very
Okay.
good at that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to get your details sent across to the legal team now. But like I said, if you as well reach out to them separately,
Yeah.
so it's just legal@context.com,
Yeah.
they'll be able to assist you and sort of provide any further information that they can.
Okay. So, would I be able to talk to them today or tomorrow? I can leave it for tomorrow.
So
I'll.
yeah, it depends who is available. I've
Yep.
not seen anyone personally myself as of yet,
Yep.
um,
I'll
so
send the documents. The
I
three.
don't have any sort of
Yep.
further information for you,
Yep.
unfortunately. But
I'll send the documents. That'll be a start because I was told to
yeah,
wait
at
for
least
someone to ring.
yeah, it'll reach the right department anyway.
Yeah.
Um, so then yeah, you can go from there.
Okay. What's your name?
We're on a no-name policy, unfortunately, so I'm afraid we don't
Okay.
give that out.
That's all right.
But I've got your details,
Yep.
so I'm going to get that all sent across now for you,
Okay. Thank you.
and hopefully someone today will reach out to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. Thank you
Okay.
very much for your call.
All
Have a
right.
good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Thank you.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Okay. That's name to be guessed, so I won't worry about that. It's always good to have a name, but no other. That's the policy. And anyway, that's Quantexa, and they are the money laundering experts that are quite separate to the actual law itself, and they wanting to see how they're going to get on. I'll send the documents in a moment to the legal department, and so I need to do that while they're still there because they might call me up in the middle of the night because it's after 10 o'clock now. It's 13 minutes past 10 at night, and I might expect a call, and I'll send the three documents to the legal side of the business. It's quite a big business. It's in Fetter Lane. That's where the High Court and the Supreme Court I went to set up the cases for here. Any mischief person has to go to the court there. Hang on, where's my video? I'm going to make sure my video is going. Where's my video? Hang on. Where's my video? I'm going to turn it off. Hang on. Where's it gone? There. Where's it gone? I've lost it. Where is it gone? That's there. That's Google. Now the other one is there. Where did the YouTube go? Where's my YouTube? I've got to find my YouTube. I've gone and lost it. Um, where's it gone? It's over. Oh, there it is. There. Now I've got back on my video in the stream. No, I'm not going to end it yet. So I've gone in 20 minutes so far, and then I was talking to myself because I had gone to the Google side to get in touch with her on the email. The Quantexa email is like Proton, separate. What's this over here? Close that. New managing. Okay, that's closed. Shut that off. And I've got the video running on YouTube, and I'll share it. I'll share it. Where's in stream? No, don't end it yet. I want to finish off a little bit more, and then I can put it on Facebook. The Facebook wouldn't play the live stream, and it's a nuisance because the last time I live streamed, it went through all right. There's something I'm not doing right, but then it's on YouTube now, and it was clear enough to see. And let's see if it works afterwards. I can um, put it up on Facebook. And what I wanted to do is to finish off what I was going to say about Quantexa is a money laundering company specializing in transferring money from bank to bank, and not necessarily a bank, but they're going to join up the ABN AMPRO Bank and the NIBC Bank in Netherlands. That's where I'm going, and with the Revolut Bank. So I've got Revolut Bank on its own for quick transfers, and then I've got ABN AMPRO, and then NIBC. They're a big company. They got 100 million people, and they've got Nvidia and also HSBC Bank, and they're one of the biggest banks in Europe and Britain, and Netherlands is where I want to go anyway, because that's where I want to hook up with Cowie engineers in Netherlands or in Denmark to get the tidal energy bridge going, and with the money, when I get the money back off Eddie Mitchell, that's what this company's going to do. It's going to put him into court in Britain, and then I've just got to talk to the legal team there better than the lawyers, because the lawyers can't do anything for me because it looks like it's out of their jurisdiction, and they had to get permission from a whole bunch of solicitors, Crown solicitors, can shut it down. I don't want it shut down if they got control of it in their court, because I'm running our own native court. That's what I want to tell this legal team. I have the only native court in the world here in New Zealand, and we've got a few mischief Maori people that are trying to steal the 10-acre land block off me and Moai Manukau and the Freemasons. You're going to get a hiding from the Freemasons because they don't like mischief people that go and pick somebody else's title, and you're going to get a contract to the Chinese. You know what they do? If you steal money, they execute you. Death penalty is that's what you're going to get for mischieving with my contract, because it took me 50 years to put that together with those SO titles. They're survey order titles from Britain, not from New Zealand and Maoris and Pākehās. They are pirates from New South Wales, Australia, like John Tamahiri and Willie Jackson and all those other pirates in the government. Okay, I can name them all. I can name you all. You're going to get a bill from me to get off the land because you've got no deed of title. You're stealing mine. It took me years to put that together. You, like Eddie Mitchell, took 5 minutes to pinch it. Well, you know what's going to happen with pinchers? You're going to get pinched up the ass, and the law will come after you with cuffs, handcuffs, because you don't go around stealing somebody else's hard work. Hmm? You're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. And so we've got these are some of the things that they specialize in. Contexa, banking, um, financial crime, anti money laundering, fraud and security, data management, and legal side of um, business. So I'm going to have them as my business partner. Okay, because it looks like Killen is runoff on Trump's side. So he can keep running with Trump. Anybody that supports Trump, you're going to prison with him to visit him in prison because you know what? He's the worst president in the world that has come and lying to the people. Lying, lying, lying. They got nothing else better to do than lie because if you like lying and pedophiles and crooked law and killing people in Israel and Palestine. That's killing people. You're on his side to kill people and shoot everybody up and abuse our King William III of Orange law of mortgages. That's the law of mortgages in Northern Ireland. Well, all you people, you're going to have to go to school how to do this because you're all running the opposite way to me. So you can keep going because I'm not interested. I got the experts who knows corporation law. I'm going to straighten it out. Okay, you can't fit it. You can't fit it. You just fight it. You can keep fighting, but you'll never win because you're not Freemasons. They set up all the business. And if you can't play that game, it's because you never went to school of mortgages and never went to school of planning what to do with the money on the land and the bank. All that is inside our flag and it's a waste of anybody playing with that flag. You're going to get the pill on your head if you're playing around with this flag. And Andy Devine, you fellas, and your cutter will marry, you're going to hit the bill. You're going to get the bill, Andy, because you're with the Maoris over here. All of you people are trying to steal all my information that with that flag. You got the wrong story of Maori. Maori is not that flag. It was given to native people. I'm there for the native people born on the land that is honest. You're not honest with Donald Trump. Anybody with Donald Trump, you're going to get fired. Out you go because he's a real estate, just like Eddie Mitchell, stealing land and stealing information. That's the worst in the world is stealing information. He got no brain to put it all together, rather pinch it. Well, you're going to pay. These people are experts of looking at fraudsters, and I'm going to get that money back. 17 trillion. That's what this brain's worth. Don't get in the road of Freemasons because they're bad people in the way if you muck around with their contract. Hmm? You're going to pay a hefty price because that's not my business. That's a Freemason's business. I'm here using their documents and especially their square and compass on my documents because they have an entity in it. Okay? They have a place in my documents, in my title transfer to the British Crown from natives here, not Maoris, because you've got to go through Wellington, through that humbug company there, Crown Sovereign of New Zealand. What happened to the Queen and Right of New Zealand? You know what? They threw it in the rubbish. Same as you, Ngāti Whātua Ki Kaipara, threw that in the rubbish and made a new one, Ngāti Whātua O Kaipara. A different name, but no date on your contract. Signatures of dumb people. You are dumb brats that don't put date there when you signed a new contract settlement. You've been settled. You've been settled in 2011. That was the end of the contract. Finished. You can't go and pick it up and start again. That's what you did. The same as what Cindy Kiro did up in Waitangi. I jammed it up with documents when she put a new flag of New Zealand with her crown on her head and a Japanese Maori title with those mischief Maoris up in Ngāti because she's a Maori in Ngāti. That's where the jab started. All you Maoris up there started the jab with Cindy Kiro and Jacinda Ardern. Murderers. You are murderers. The same as anybody with Donald Trump. Murderers. You are all murderers. I'm tarring you with the same murder brush as Trump killing Palestinians. The poor people that have been displaced with the Admiralty law on the land of mortgage. Well, I'm going to put a mortgage right over you lot and get you off the land with contractors. They'll go and finish you fellows off. That's Russia and China and Northern Ireland, Northern Korea, and Pakistan and Iran, all those countries that had a guts full of you bullshit people, American, all bullshit Hollywood, playtime, crypto that's worth nothing. Just like what Warren Buffett said, it is rat poison. Your crypto is rat poison. That's what he said. I believe him because it is not worth it because it's too volatile. Goes up and down like a yo-yo. Throw it in the rubbish because they're controlling it. Yeah. Donald Trump, his crypto, there was a Chinese fellow said, it's going from $80 to $8. It's going down that way. You know, every other crypto goes down. Well, if you want to play around with that, that's your business. Okay, you can play around with it. And Russia's playing around with it too. But they got no brain like yours. They got good brain. They'll make the crypto work for them in their jurisdiction, not you dirty American jurisdiction. You look at Pam Bondi screwing around in a court judge. She's making fun out of the judge. Well, I'm judge. Me, my brain is a judge's brain. That's why I said to my robot, out of the way. The Microsoft, boom, gone. I don't want him anymore because he's on Trump's side. He says, you shouldn't talk like that about Donald Trump. You know what I say to Donald Trump? You're a thug, you're a murderer, you are evil, and you steal money for yourself and your family and bugger anybody else. The same as Eddie Mitchell, bugger anybody else. Well, bugger you too. You're going in jail with this Quantixa. No, they'll put you in jail because you can see you stole the money from this brain. All that work, lots of years' work, and picked it up like that, just like Ngāti Whātua Ki Kaipara. Picked it up, ran off with a 10-acre block. See if you can get money from somewhere. I'm going to jam you up because you got no deed survey order. You don't know. You haven't got a surveyor that put it together for you. You can't use Robot. You can't use Rogan as well. You can't use Moai Manukau because it's sworn to secrecy with the Freemasons, and I'm in there with them. Right? That's why nobody touched my things because you can't get your name off this court. Okay? Try. I'll wait for someone to take me to court. I'm waiting for someone to take me to court so I'll win. And I don't have to pay for the court. Take me to court, see how you get on. I'm waiting. Nobody. Shut your mouth. All zipped up. Now, Carla is talking it tough up in Waitangi with sovereignty. They didn't cede sovereignty, but they picked up the benefit and all the money from the crown. You're going to have to pay it all back. You're going to have to pay all the money back to the crown of Britain and New Zealand because you've now got your own sovereignty. You have to start from scratch. Don't try and get the money from me because I'm running a bank. I'm going to lend the money. You're not getting it. You're not getting anyone. Any of you dirty people in Tainui, you're going to get a bill in Tainui for stealing my father-in-law's Maungatochi Mountain and Te Waikato Wharehiri Manukau, and you turned it into a woman, you stupid bastards, you're going to get a bill. All of you, the whole lot of your corporations are going to get one big fat bill. 970 million trillion pound notes, all over 8 billion people in this country, except the ones that I approve to come on this side. There's lots of good people that had a gut full of you, Maoris, because you're humbug, all humbug, all of you. You can't get your whakapapa in my road because the British knows who's who in a zoo. Okay, so that's enough. Uh, I'm going to see why these fellas rang right in the middle of me. I don't like anybody ringing me up right in the middle of me focusing on what I'm doing with this legal team. No more. No more anybody ringing me up right in the middle of it because I want to focus my attention. You've got nothing to contribute to what I'm doing with the legal team in Britain. They don't need anybody to talk to because there's nothing to talk about. I'm trying to get my money back. That's 2012. I'm trying to go back to 2012. You weren't anywhere around me at that time. Okay? Only the people who were trying to get their land back. You see? You can't jump ahead back to 2012 because I'm going back there where I should have been right up the top. I shouldn't have been poor in a caravan. I should have been in a nice place. I'm going to get a nice place so that I can live the rest of my life in with that bloody money I worked hard for with Moai Manukau. We planned this with these Freemasons to put that tidal turbine bridge together. It got approved by the power company and by PricewaterhouseCoopers and Dun& Bradstreet accountants. It got approved. And I had no bloody money. And Mohi, I said to him, I'll raise the money from the lease of the land. And he said, you go for it. You see? Then the thieves come along and steal it. Maoris. You fucking Maoris are going to get the bill. I'm going to lock you all up because you fellows didn't go to school to learn. You were opportunists to steal like pirates from New South Wales. You came from a prison, Eddie Mitchell. Your Mitchell family came from a prison, convicts. All of you in Parliament in Wellington. I'm going to bill you and kick you out of the land because you can't show where you got your deed title. You haven't got one. That's the end of you. I've had enough of you people while I'm on my 2 feet. I'd rather bring in people from somewhere that in Palestine, bring them here to replace you all, useless buggers. Okay, so that's the end of you lot. I'm going with the experts. They know how to clean rubbish up. And Donald Trump's rubbish. All you Americans over there, rubbish. Okay? There you can see the filth coming out of Donald Trump's mouth. Filthy and dirty with Epstein and trying to cover it up. No, you're not going to cover it up because I'm going to make sure it comes out. You can't get away with Moai and this King William III's flag because he'll mortgage you, Donald Trump, right off the land and give it back to the people. Okay, that's what's going to happen. When I get this country here, I'm going after your country too, to put it back to the people it belongs to. It doesn't belong to you, thugs. It's you people ruining people's lives because you've got too much power. You shouldn't have had it in the first place in 1948, the Admiralty Mortgage Law. Okay, the War Powers Act. That's what I'm holding over you lot with a land flag that these stupid Maoris don't know anything about it. They just make a whakaputanga and expect that to make wonders. No, it's not a Maori flag. It is a British flag with the red cross on it, and the 8-point star is nothing to do with Maoris. Now, I'll tell you, it's not for you to interpret it in a different language. Right? Go to Britain and you might learn something about flags. Get your own flag, your Tino Rangatira flag. Go and fly that one. Leave this one alone because you're going to get the bill. All you lot are going to get a bill from me because you're dumb. You're fucking dumb. That's all I can say. about you flying a flag and wearing it and all that when you don't know its story. You haven't got the story of it from Britain. Is it a Maori flag? No. It's a British Red Cross of St. George. It's not St. Mary. Stupid bastards. That's all I can say about you. Dumb, stupid bastards. You know, I've got nothing more to say than to talk like a pirate, because I am a pirate. And don't get in the way of a pirate, because I got a sledgehammer on Facebook to show you, smash your heads out of the way, because you don't know what you're talking about with the land. You think it's yours. You got here first before a Manukau and a Y121, and your number's higher than that, means you're in the back row, second hand, right? All your Y numbers are older than it's nowhere near the original number. That's the first number, Y121, a British one. And you go and put your number right over the top of it, then go and steal its 10-acre block, you bastards. That's all I can say about you bastards in Kaipara. Nader Glavis, you. Margaret Caffrey, you. Hugh Caffrey, you. All you professors here, you're all the same. Tainted brush like Donald Trump. You're all in the same classroom, and I'm going to bonk you on the head with the law of judges, right? The Privy Council. That's where this is. Privy Council. It's going straight in there, right over the top of Sean Elias and you, Carla White. You're crooked. You and Alfred Mitchell went to the United Nations to try and get the power from there. Well, there's nothing there for you. You go to Britain, you get nothing there for you. There's nothing for Maori anywhere because they don't have Maori in their documents. You, Maori, is here. You're here, locked here with the government in Wellington. All crooked. You're all crooked. That's all I can say about this video. That's what pissed me off. You lot pissed me off, waste my bloody 50 years on you bastards going up to Waitangi every fucking year to listen to you lot of clever people getting nowhere. Where is your Maori New Zealand title? You should have had this title in Maori name. We tried it. Me and Sue Nakura got sung off the marae. This is how stupid you lot up there. I'm saying you're all stupid because you can't get this country to follow you bastards. No, that's what Tamaiti was trying to do. Make him the king of Maoris. And what happened? Fizzled out. Nothing there. And he went and paint pictures all over the British flag. You know what? You get shot for doing that. You get shot by the law because I'm going to drop the law on your head for mucking around with the flag, the British flag and this flag, because it's not your flag. It's not a Maori flag. Whatever you do with it, you're going to get the bill. Because you know why? I said, not you. You haven't got a native court. Not good enough to run a native court and stick to the truth. You see? Anyway, that's all. Waste my bloody time. I'm going to tell these fellas off for ringing me up. Right? I don't want to talk anymore when I'm talking business. It's nothing but business, nothing else. I don't want anybody talking when I'm talking business to those people over there. When the phone rang, and I'm trying to focus on what she's saying so I don't miss anything. When the phone rang and it wouldn't stop, that's just annoying because I was trying to have a sleep as well. When the phone rang, wake me up because I wanted to have my head screwed on. It's fucked up, buggered up because stupid bloody phone rang. You know, I can't be bothered about anybody talking when I'm talking. I'm talking business, and I don't need anybody talking when I'm talking. That's why I don't want any more talking when I talk to Britain about business, because I'm saying I'll put you fellas together, then I'm off. When I get going over there, I'm off out of here because I'm going in serious business mode, you know, because none of you can put up with it and take over from me because I've got to find someone that can be trusted to take it off me. I can't give it to Maori because you know what? He'll fuck the whole thing up and put it to themselves and run off with it and make a mess of it. That's why I don't like them, because they got screwy brains. It's going that way, picture here, picture there, all illusion. And Carla, you fellas up there, you fellas got a bill coming because you fellas are mucking around with that flag. It's not for you when it's used properly. It is a trading bank flag, not for Maori. It's for the whole country. That's why it's got the 8-point star on it for the whole world. It's not only you. It was given to native chiefs, not Maori. Maori came in 1945. Nothing about you lot. And your whakapapa is your business. But don't play with that flag while I'm on it. Because if you're in the road, you'll get a mortgage. That's the end of it. You not use that flag properly, you'll get what is coming. Okay, you get a contract on your head from that flag because it's a contract flag. You're mucking around with my contract with Mohi Manukau and the Freemasons in Helensville. And the Walker, Hahi Walker, and the Walkers, you're in the gun with me. And down the East Coast, you're in the same gun with me down there. You fellas push me off my land. I'll tell you what I'm going to do next with a mortgage. I'm going to mortgage a lot of you bastards off the land. If that's how it's going to work, that's how it's going to work. Because that's all it is, a mortgage. No, you don't know about mortgages because you never went to a mortgage school. No, you didn't go and learn what mortgages can do to you. And there's money's changing over here from Trump. He's not coming here because I'm going to stop him and jam him from coming here with his money. I'm going to put the bill on his head before he even gets here. I'm saying it on this video. I mean what I say because I'm being watched by the Freemason and those people who control the spokes in this wheel. And the British still got it over America. They still got overriding power over America. Yep. They're telling them, you better get your act together with your crypto because you're not going to bring your crypto and mess ours up in Britain. Right? They got strict laws. In America, it's all loose. It's fraud. It's designed for fraud. You go to France, there's no fraud in Scarlet. You can't fraud it. Just impossible. Put that in America, it'll clean the whole place out. Chuck your things in the rubbish. All your crypto, chuck it in the rubbish because it's not worth wasting time on. Right? I wouldn't bother about it. I wouldn't guarantee it. I'm like Warren Buffett. It's a pet rock. That's what Jamie Dimon says. It's a pet rock. Now he's got it all over his fingers. He's gone and made everybody lose their money, then go and pick it all up. Well, that's how a crooked bank does. The crooked bank in America. You can't do that to the British bank. They'll liquidate you because that's what's going to happen with me. You fellas are not mortgage brokers. You don't know how mortgage can kill you off. It'll kill you right out if you don't know mortgages. You can talk all day on a marae, but that's supposed to be the highest court in the land. With a court like what I'm doing, you fellas can't do a native court because you're not indigenous enough. That's what Winston Peters said. You're not indigenous enough. Your name, your surname, look at it in the mirror, is not an indigenous surname. Start from there. Have a look at your surname and see where it came from. Come from Britain? Come from way across the other side of the world? Not here. And you think you're going to go over me and Mohi Manukau with our indigenous surname? Like hell. Not while I'm living. You're not going to get over me with your name. Kawharu, that's not real. And Paraoni, that's not real. and Palmer, that's not real. You see, all those names are bodgy, wicked iffy, all those names, they're all Pākehās that are screwing with Maori names and mixing it up. Well, you can stick it in the rubbish, go with it, because I'm going to throw you all out if you can't refute this video, because it is an affidavit. When these guys in London get it, it's an affidavit. I'm saying something that I can swear all day and night because the truth is in it. That what I say goes. It's up to you to try and save your name from getting published with your photos. And Carla, your name and your photo is already there. Try and get it off. You try. And Alfred Mitchell, you try and get it off. You fellows are so clever with your whakapapa and your sovereignty. Try and put me off. Try and go and take me to court to see if you and Sean are liars, because I'll get rid of her too. And your Governor General, the whole lot of you, because you got no deed title. Only the Manukau's sold the land and the country to the British Crown, King William III and King William IV and King George IV. And that's more than one king. You only got King William IV, but the flag in the wrong place up there. That's not the right flag. It's the one in Helensville. That's the business flag. That's the one the money made there. You can't get the money back out of that because your Maori has to stay in Wellington. One Maori government in Wellington, in the Beehive. It's crooked as buggery. You and your Bitcoin and your crypto is going to get a bill from me. And the crypto is going to be put out of business with the chip coin from the British £2, 2 bar pound note. Real pound note over a fake pound note and a fake US dollar and a fake crypto. All fake, all the way through. All the way back to Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth. All German. That's where the trouble is. German. And rabbis. All that lot of thugs is you and your support for Donald Trump, the German. He's not Scottish, he's German. That's why it's crooked. Everything German is pedo, rotten to the core. Okay, that's all. And that's 52 minutes and 31 seconds. So not quite an hour. So I better end it there and I'll put it up on Facebook. Then I've got to send the 3 documents to the legal team in Quantexa and then wait for someone to ring me all night. I'm going to be sitting by the phone because they're waiting for the documents. I better go get on with it instead of wasting my bloody time on marriage. Okay, you can have your marriage, you can have Donald Trump, you can have that crooked stuff there and go down with it. Okay, because I'm going to make sure you sink with him in a Titanic going under. And the Chinese will say, you start the war, we'll finish the war. Right? And he says, you want war, you'll get war. And that's the Chinese. Wait for Putin and the Russian. They'll say, you cross our path, you cross our red line, you're going to get it. Right? They're old hands at war. They know how to win wars. And Israel's getting flattened. And the sooner it's flattened right out off the planet, the better. No more Israel. Gone. Take the whole bloody lot out so that the Palestinians can have it back and put a new one there, because I'll put the money behind them to build a new Palestine and put the kids back, what's left of them, and put them back together for their own land that God gave them, not the fucking bloody Americans and Israel and all those bloody mongrels in the European Union. All thugs. And they're going to pieces like Hungary and Italy's pulled out. And Maloney has pulled out Italy and said, we don't want to waste any more money on you lot and trying to control us. You can get stuffed. Off you go. And so, yeah. Now, I'm saying the same about Trump. Anybody with Trump, supporting Trump, you're out. You'll get a mortgage right on your head on Facebook. I'll put your name and your photo right there and see if you can get it off. Go to your court and see if you can get it off. You'll have to go through this right here first because they're going outside of the normal system. Okay? All right. I'm going to go now and switch it off. So there, I'll put it up on Facebook in a minute. And live will end the live at 22:49, 49 minutes past 10 o'clock at night. And that's enough for me. And I will not be going with anybody anymore to do videos. It's going to be by myself because I can't concentrate on anything that got my brain focused on one person at a time in Britain. I don't need to talk to anybody here. I'm talking over there. The business is over there, not here. This is rubbish here. It stays rubbish as far as I'm concerned. I got nothing to do with it here. Okay, I want to save me and Moai Manukau of all our 50 years of work together in Kaipara. And I want those thugs put in jail. Right? All you thugs up there and Oraki and Tiwana Tibble, and he was running that bloody outfit in Oraki. There's more Arawa's country there. All those islands is Arawa history, not anybody else's. Okay, if you got a problem, you got to go to the court somewhere to win your case. You go to the court in Wellington or any court here, you lose. When I'm in that court, you lose because none of you refuted anything I'm saying from the 20th of January this year. Right till now, no one has refuted what I'm saying. It's law now because these people are going to make sure it's a British law in play. Okay? And your company in Wellington is in New York. It doesn't reside here. It's not here. It's operating outside of here. So you're outside of here, all of you. Humbug. Okay. In the video, in the screen, over here, in the video, in the video.